Bert Kreischer is a comedy legend. What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel where today we're diving deep into the absolute pinnacle of human greatness. The GOAT, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the machine himself, Bert Kreischer. That's right, folks. We're talking about the most humble, grounded, totally not delusional comedian out there. I mean, who else could tell the same story about Russia for decades and still think they're reinventing the wheel every time? Iconic. Let's not forget his subtle, understated relationship with alcohol. Clearly, he's got it all under control, right? I mean, only someone as self aware as Bert could chug gallons of booze on stage while being totally not in denial about it. Nah, that's just him living his best life. We should all aspire to reach that level of clarity and health. And this narcissism. Oh, come on. That's not narcissism. That's just confidence, taken to a level no one ever asked for. But hey, that's why he's the best, right? We're so lucky to have someone who doesn't care at all about how much attention he gets, obviously. So buckle up, because we're about to break down all the reasons Bert Kreischer is the greatest comedian, human, and not at all delusional narcissist of our time. This one's for the ages, folks. Now, let's start with the most obvious thing, Bert's physical condition. I mean, who else has the sheer confidence to believe they're in great shape while rocking a physique that screams, I haven't met a vegetable since '03? But hey, if you ask Bert, it's basically one CrossFit workout away from being Hugh Jackman. And that, folks, is the power of self-belief. Delusional, unchecked, and utterly magical. Honestly, who needs reality when you've got that kind of mindset?
Hold on one second.
You heard me.
No.
People that are in really good shape. That's
good
what I'm
point.
saying. People are
Marathon running shape.
Really good shape.
These people
Bert.
don't weigh
There
278.
shouldn't be any pause here. There shouldn't be pause here and confusion as to whether or not you're in really good shape. You can't say you're in really good shape. Were you attempting to say you're in really good shape?
Hold on.
Because I'll get super confused.
Listen
I'm
to
going to
me.
get my feelings hurt if you say you're in really good shape. Go.
What is Joe?
I am in good shape.
You're no way, Joe.
I am in good shape.
What is Joe?
I am in good shape.
I mean, sure. Some people might say that regularly pounding beers on stage while being visibly out of breath for standing still might not scream peak fitness, but that's just because they don't understand what true athleticism looks like. But he's got it all under control. Just ask him. Denial? Oh no. It's all part of the plan, baby. Why worry about cardio when you can just, I don't know, sweat profusely for 2 hours straight? That's a workout, right? And then there's this incredible discipline. You know, that thing he always talks about, how he's definitely a hard worker and absolutely not coasting through his career by repeating the same stories and jokes he's been telling since the Bush administration. Oh yeah, Bert's comedy is truly the gift that keeps on giving. Like, you might think you've heard his I went to Russia bit 7,000 times, but you're wrong. You've only heard it 6,999 times. Clearly, we haven't even begun to appreciate the depth of his material. Because when you have that one story that's worked for 20 years, why bother writing new jokes? New material is for comedians who don't have the story. They don't get it. This, my friends, is a masterclass in lazy efficiency. Why push boundaries or try anything new when you can just lean on the same joke forever? That's next level comedy, if you ask me. Real comedians don't evolve or grow. They just stay exactly where they are and call it a brand. You guys are the real fools here.
So it was kind of like all that mixed together. And then I was mentioning it to Joe that Netflix is doing this Tom Brady roast. And he goes, I'll message Tom Brady. I'm like, really? You do that? And sure enough, he does. And he sent me the picture, the screen grab, and Brady goes, I'm going to send this right along. Looks great. And still nothing. Still they weren't budging.
Damn.
Yep. And yeah, guys.
People hate you.
I know. It's not as easy. I know. Not all of us are fucking darlings like you fucking chubby-headed fucks. Anyway, so...
We should tell you our story. I think it'll really frustrate you.
I think you hate our story. Oh, well.
No, I'll tell you when we're done. I'll tell
if
you
it's
when.
anything like the set, I probably would hate it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
you guys phoned it in like an Israeli airstrike. I'm joking. Anyway.
No, finish it. Wait,
Bert was
finish.
lip syncing my set and his set at the same time.
Tell me.
Okay, anyway.
Do you want to hear about our story?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
So they called, and I guess they called Bert first. They're like, "Hey, we have this idea we want to have you guys in the roast. And then Bert said,
Yeah,
without even
100%. Tom's in too. And they went, well, we haven't reached out to Tom, so you don't need to. We're in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're in. Done. Done.
Wow.
They said, well, it pays. I said, I don't care. I said, how much? They told me. I said, Tom, I get the same? I said, yeah. I said, we're in.
Oh, my God.
he called me. He was like,
Hey, we're doing the roast.
We're doing the roast.
And
I
he
go,
went,
what?
absolutely fucking not.
I said, no.
I said, Tom, light lift. I said, well, I knew two things. I knew one is I'm not a hack. I'm a really talented comic. Clear to me when we got on the dais is that not every football player was familiar with any of us comics. And I was like, and not any of the comics have anything that you can make fun of. I'm definitely a good target. I'm not a hack. I'm a really talented comic. Got the offer initially was like, yo, we've seen you get, there's a lot to make fun of you about.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I was bringing to the table to be made fun of.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much I was going to make fun of myself. I'm not a hack. I'm a really talented comic.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's cool. I'm in for that. I'll get lit up. I'm not good at roast jokes. I'm not a hack. I'm a really talented comic. So, and Jeff knew that. And Jeff's like, well, we want to do something different.
Yeah.
Tom's still like, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Smart. You were right.
I was like, I don't. They're like, well, we want to break up. It was, I guess, sort of a version of what they ended up with you. They were like,
Yeah.
we want to do something different.
Yeah.
We want to do the two of you. And I was like, and then we both. I thought, I go, you want us to both go to the podium together?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, just like almost like a variety piece.
Right.
Maybe a screen. At first, it was like pitched as like a sports center thing. So when they pitched that one, we kind of were like, I don't know, man, like making fun of it in a sports center way.
Right.
So then we pitched this idea about making fun of him with like whiteness,
Yeah.
being a psycho, and they're like, oh yeah, no one's doing that angle yet. Sent them a script. They send their script, like their punch-up script.
Right.
Combine the two.
Yeah. You're like, that's good enough.
Kind of.
That's great.
I'll tell you what.
No reason to work on this anymore. It's just the most watched thing ever.
First and foremost, all you should be saying is thank you, Bert and Tom. Because without us, it is a bunch of people doing the exact same thing.
Right.
Like we broke up. We definitely
Yeah,
thank you to Kim Kardashian.
it was a comedy up until you guys started. Then you guys got to really change the tone a bit. You got to make everybody appreciative of laughter.
I had no idea. I told him this.
I'm still living in oblivion. I had a blast. I think we did great. I've not met one person that did not like what we did.
No,
I don't read
course.
comments because there's like, it's
Right.
like, what are you gonna shit on someone who didn't maybe do as well as you or Nikki? That's the thing.
Right.
I've not met
Look.
one person that did not like what we did. I'm not a hack. I'm a really talented comic.
Yeah, haters gonna hate, but what do they know? He never heard of anyone who didn't like their performance. Did you hear anyone say they didn't like their performance? I didn't hear. Did you? I didn't. Did you? La 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 la.
Jules killed it. Gronk killed it.
Yeah.
Uh,
He made
everyone.
that thing.
I said to Tom, because Tom and I thought we were going to absolutely bomb. We did.
Yeah.
And we said that to each other. We're like, we're about to eat a dick. It's going to be bad. And I remember I kissed him. I said, buddy, if we die together.
That's so great.
Let's not forget, Bert isn't just a stand-up comedian. Oh no, he's a legendary talent. I mean, have you seen his movies? Me neither, but they exist apparently. And that's what counts. He's so good, so versatile that he doesn't even need you to watch them to know they're amazing. And that's true talent, folks. Just the idea of Bert acting is more than enough to fill the theater seats. Cinema magic in the form of a shirtless pregnant lady's belly.
Every morning you pull into the arena, your team goes in and they have a meeting with the staff, with the security, with everyone that runs the venue.
Yep.
Here's how today is going to work. Everyone will have passes except for one guy. He will probably be shirtless in shorts and barefoot walking around. He is Bert. This is what he looks like. There's a picture of him everywhere. So when he goes to walk, he will not have a lanyard on. He will not be wearing a lanyard. So just giving you a heads up, when you see that guy, it is the artist. Now, let's just be fair. If you are working in an arena, you maybe want to know who the artist is that's performing in that arena that evening. So the very last show I did, I go walking in to go to the gym. I just had my workout clothes on and no shirt, and white dude maybe didn't get accepted into the police academy, lights me up. Hey, whoa, I need to see your pass. And I went, I'm actually good. I'm the artist. No. Everyone needs a pass. I go, that's when I switch.
That was a quick switch. That was a quick switch, though.
See the jowl shake that happened, though?
I know. Yeah.
See the jowl shake?
Shut up, Leanne.
So, you know,
Just shut,
we're
Leanne,
in the next stratosphere, the jowl shake, and you're like, oh, shit, back up.
You switched quick, though, on this guy.
I did.
Yeah. It didn't really get there.
And I wasn't done. Like, we were at the girls' fashion show for the school, and we were with the dads and having a good time. We were having some beers, and one of the ladies in charge of the fashion show came in and was like, she takes it very serious. She's like, not one of the moms. She's one of the people that produces it. And she comes in and she looks at me and goes, yeah, you're done drinking. And I went, absolutely f***ing not. I said, you are not my flight attendant, so you can leave now or go get me another beer. And then that woman got fired.
You're talking about the fashion show.
Yeah, fashion show.
Well, we're talking about, he was saying the times, he was like, you know, when he switches.
I was talking about when we were in Vegas and the lady was like, yeah, you can't sit here, you got to sit there.
Oh, it's not very pretty.
Well, he was saying when he goes from fun, jovial guy to like...
fuck yourself guy?
Yeah. And I said, oh, I've seen it. I've been there for it. And he goes, Leanne has a list. And I go, I'm sure it's longer than mine.
Yeah.
So he wanted to bring you up.
For my list?
Just give me a good one and I'll tell Tom, I'll defend myself.
Anytime you're told no for access to an area. That's anytime.
Oh, yeah, that's
Fill in
right.
the blank.
That's that's called big time in people.
You can't walk here. I can't let you in here. Anybody in an arena who's been told who he is. And
Oh, hold
doesn't
on.
have
Stop
a
it. Hang on.
Oh, I remember.
Light them up. Like in such a way that I go.
No. That's not fair.
That is fair.
That's not fair.
Actually, you can say, hey, this is my show without being like, go f yourself.
I don't say go yourself.
You come
I
pretty
don't
close.
I don't say go
That-
yourself. No, hold on.
It's an
Hang on.
embarrassing attitude.
It's not hold on.
It embarrasses
Tom,
me.
this is a big mistake. I should have never brought her up here.
These guys really need to be put in check, man. How can they say with a straight face that they're good at their job when they can't even recognize Bert as the massive Hollywood megastar he is? He's obviously the artist, especially because of how he's obviously in Hollywood star shape, like we've concluded previously. It's not like he's just another guy who tells one joke about Russia for 20 years or anything. No. We should be treated like Beyonce the second he walks into any building. Security should part the seats, the janitors should break into applause, and the concession stand workers, they should be throwing craft beers his way like roses on stage. But Alice, these poor ignorant staffers just don't get it. How could they not recognize the machine in all his humble glory?
One. Let's see, is there another one?
Oh my God.
Continue with the list.
When we did Something's Burning in Vegas, the sound guy.
What sound guy?
Yes.
The sound guy?
Yes.
When we shot in, what's his name's restaurant?
Roy Choi, Best Friends.
Okay.
Oh my God. I had to turn around. I was like,
Fun thing is that happens when
Hold on, hang on.
It's pretty fun.
No, hold on. That guy did not know who I was. But by the way, I'm paying him. If I'm paying you, treat me with a little bit of respect. That's all I ask. A little bit of respect. And I was cognizant of it when I was shooting my special. I had the same old black dude. Me and him, every time I walked in, he got briefed for how that was going to run. I was the only one without a lanyard, but he knew it. And every time we busted balls about how hot Florida was, where he grew up, we talked every time. Every time I've had an issue, it's been a white dude, an overweight, balding white dude who's lit me up. And I said this one time, I said, if that's how you treat me, imagine if Lil Baby comes in and what do you do to him and his guys? Because I already know how you feel. You got a power complex. I fight power with power for the powerless. I do it for the powerless.
You're so humble. You're humility.
Stop it. She's gaslighting me, and she gaslights me, Tom.
Yeah.
She gaslights me all the time.
I see it.
I mean, the man really believes he's on par with the greatest entertainers of all time. Bert genuinely thinks he's at the level where his very presence should send ripples through the universe. Forget the fact that he's probably just walked by with a drink in his hand, talking about himself, looking like a guy who wandered off from the tailgate party. No, he deserves to be immediately worshipped. How dare they not roll out the red carpet for him at every stop? You see, this is what makes Bert so unique. While most people would just walk through the halls of an arena unnoticed, Bert stands there like the monumental figure he is, fully expecting everyone to understand they're in the presence of a living legend. And isn't that confidence just beautiful? He's reached a point where basically humility is so far beneath him, it's honestly inspiring. I mean, come on. Shouldn't every comedian, actor, or anyone really strive to believe they're so important that arena staff should be tripping over themselves just to acknowledge their mere existence? Bert's sense of entitlement is just truly next level, and we should all be taking notes. Why settle for being just another artist in the lineup when you can expect to be immediately worshipped as if you're some sort of comedy god? This is the type of energy we should all aspire to have.
Can I tell you, man? Like, I don't look at you as like a dad, and I don't look at Joe as a dad. I absolutely don't look at Joe as a dad. I really don't. I look at Joe. I don't look at Joe as the way anyone else looks at Joe.
Why is that?
I look at him as a moron. Like, I really do. I honestly do. My favorite thing Joe Rogan's ever said to me in the world. So wait, here's my question. So we're all wealthy men in this room, but we're all morons, really.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
How do we? Who measures your ideas? Like, where? Because I think I know who you are based on Joe talking about you. You're just a dude from Boston that got slapped in the head a couple times.
Yeah, Bert, put him in his place.
Because I don't know anything about the game. A hand, is it over quickly? Like, is it a complicated or quick thing?
So what happens is, you guys got to come do this with me.
Yeah, I want to. I want to.
Absolutely not.
I want to.
Absolutely not. You know, I love the tickle of gamble. The gambling, thing I love about gambling is when you're not thinking about drinking, you're not thinking about your family.
I guess you. This is how you want to hit blackjack. Like, you're always going to get blackjack on the time you pull your bet down.
Well, I don't do that. I go
hard.
So wait, what's your number? What's your number? Because I know my number for a bet where the rush kicks in.
Well,
Like when I love the feeling.
These guys can shut the fuck up, seriously. But then again, who wants to hear this Dort Danawai speak? Let King Bert talk.
I've built like the best, strongest team
That's awesome.
in business, in my opinion.
By the way, we are totally welcome to be invited to one of those parties.
Yeah, anytime. What the fuck?
And we'll take pictures.
People
all
would
that
love
shit.
for
I
you
just
guys to
wanna-
come. Yeah, it'd be
I'm
great.
imagining
We do
mandatory.
concerts back there, and I have an amphitheater in the back of the. I mean, you guys could
Tom
do comedy
loves
back
outdoor
there. You could do
venues.
anything. And we got the Apex next door. We have the amphitheater in the backyard,
Yeah.
and we have the Apex next door. But when I throw Christmas parties like Kid Rock, Snoop, we had.
We would love to do those.
we the Red Hot Chili Peppers have played.
Okay.
We've had like
That's pretty
everybody
cool.
has played
We'll
at our
fly
Christmas
ourselves
parties.
out.
Nelly played last year. He killed it. Anyway, it's a fun to be a UFC employee. Let me just say that.
it is.
So when I get up in the morning,
Yeah, Dana wakes up.
I focus on my health now.
So you're just like white knuckling it?
No, I'm not sober.
And by the way, so far I've interrupted you twice. I'm really trying to be a lot better about that.
By the way, don't worry. I'm interrupting you nonstop. This is what we do. Keep going.
Okay.
If you don't like it, I'm so sorry.
I care about improving my.
I do too, but I can't help it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. When I was in rehab, right? Like
By the way, always interrupt me if you're going to tell a story about rehab.
Okay.
Why did rehab work for you?
I was just ready, man. I think
You
I
were ready?
I was ready.
Okay, here's the thing, because like I'm
or something like that. When we would see the word roast, we'd be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
that's fucking cool!"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people are using that word. Like, it was such a old art form.
Did
Yeah.
you ever see Jeff? I don't want to interrupt. I want you to keep talking about
Yeah.
this going forward with this. But did you ever see Jeff?
You don't?
Did you ever see
You
Jeff?
don't want to interrupt?
I don't know.
No, go
whatever. Yeah.
Seems like you kind of do, dude.
I've been really good this fucking conversation. You're my partner. I've been really good.
Very proud of
I
you.
can't imagine how many times you've wanted to interrupt if you think you've been really good. Damn, your crew is cracking up right now. You must interrupt a lot, huh?
You were saying?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You already interrupted. You might as well follow through now.
Nope.
Go ahead. Come on. You already did it.
you said, "Did you
Technically,
ever
you
see-"
already
Go ahead, just
interrupted.
ask it.
Finish it.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a bad interruption.
It was Jeff. You ever see Jeff Ross?
17 years.
17 years. I've been doing it 22, maybe 23, maybe 25.
Wow. Which is another crazy thing. Sorry to interrupt you for a change.
No,
Payback's a bitch.
Look at that humility. The way he gives others zero room to talk, that's confidence, not delusion. We should all aspire to have the level of self-awareness, or complete lack of it, but what really sets Bert apart is a commitment to not being an alcoholic. I mean, sure, he drinks on stage, drinks on podcasts, drinks when he wakes up, drinks when he goes to bed, but is he an alcoholic? Nah, that's just oh yeah, that's right. Drinks when he brushes his teeth. Drinks when he tells his daughter a story when she goes to bed. Drinks as he takes a piss. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, he's not an alcoholic. That's just how a true artist connects with the audience, right? Bert's just out there enjoying life. It's all fun and games, guys. As long as you can quit for 3 days and a half in the year, you're sober as an Olympic athlete. Delusional? Nah, he's quite the opposite if you ask me. He's, delusional. I don't know. Let's move on.
When I stopped partying, I went.
I mean, dude, you get cottonmouth. You're thirsty. You need a drink.
Oh no.
As soon as you have a drink, then you need.
And then said to Tom casually, we're talking, and I was like, "What's the longest you could go without a drink?" And he was like, "I don't know when the last time I had a drink was." It was like a game changer. I was like, "Sweet, you don't like have a drink at the end of every day?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "How do you like dial down?" And he goes, "I just sit on the couch." And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting."
Let me ask you a direct question.
All right.
Okay. Do you think you're an alcoholic?
No.
Okay. But you drink a lot.
No, yeah, I do.
You have?
Yeah, I have, and I do.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Because to me, it's like, maybe you're not. I don't know, right? But when I look at you, sometimes I go, he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, so you think that you don't ever think you have a problem with it, and you want to get sober?
No.
Good. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
No, I don't take offense to that question. I get asked it a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people think I'm an alcoholic.
So, in conclusion, let's raise a glass to Bert Kreischer, the goat of not just comedy, but delusion, laziness, and denial. Whether it's his top-tier fitness routine of lifting beer cans, his complete lack of self-awareness and self-analyzing, or his amazing ability to tell one story for all of eternity, we're just blessed to be witnessing a true master at work. Bert Kreischer, a man so far out of touch with reality that he somehow created his own universe where everything's fine. And honestly, that's kind of impressive. So, thanks for watching, legends. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, or dislike, or whatever. Subscribe for more homages to our greats. Go watch one of these past videos to clean the palate and drop a comment about your favorite Bert Kreischer story. Or, just copy and paste the machine story. I'm sure there's 2 guys in Wyoming somewhere who never heard of it still. Anyways, all hail King Bert.